Hey everybody, it's me, John Ward, and I am back with another Dark Park film reviews. And first, I'd just like to say sorry for lack of content. Basically, I got back from LA a few days ago and just been kind of getting stuff, in order with the cats, the apartment, the job, the car, the money and all that stuff. So I just haven't had a chance to really sit down and put a video together. What I would like for this video to be is basically everything that I picked up in California. And so basically what I did was I drove out to the Creep, i.e. Aftermath convention. And Philip, OGP, was nice enough to let me stay with him. So I want to thank him and his wife for being great hosts and letting me stay at their place. The convention was between September 20th and the 22nd. So I went out Thursday, and then the convention was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then I was supposed to drive back Monday. But Philip and I pretty much did everything that we wanted to do. So we were there Friday and Saturday, and then I came back Sunday, got to rest on Monday, and then went back to work on Tuesday. And I've still just kind of been a little out of it. It was a little mini vacation, but and I had a lot of fun. This was a really, great convention to go to, but for some reason, just mentally, I have not been back in the kind of Las Vegas mindset yet. And so, but I wanted to make this video before it really got too late, and it'd be kind of be like, well, what's the point? Because it would be 2 weeks afterwards. It's like he's now doing this video with the stuff that he got in California. So one of the fun things about the convention was that I got to hang out on day two, which would be Saturday, with YouTubers. And I got to hang out, with OGP, who's Philip. I got to hang out with Wet Movie One. I got to hang out with Cool Duder. I got to even meet new people too that I'd only seen their names on OGP's, on his like live um shows on his channel. And Nocturnal is one person who I got to hang out with and meet, and so now I can put a picture of him to the name for when Philip is live and see his name pop up there in the corner. So it was really great meeting him. He's a really nice guy, and I hope to hang with him, at other conventions in the future. One of my main reasons for wanting to go to this is because the Terrifier cast was there and they were promoting Terrifier 3. And I wanted to get basically, I wanted if I could get the director, Damien Leone, to sign something, the DVD or Blu-ray, or I even had a poster with me, I would be happy with that. If I could, I would also get David Howard Thornton, who's Art the Clown, to sign it too. So I was only planning on two signatures on something. And Philip was nice enough. He pulled this off to where I was able to get a press pass, like a media pass. So I was able to stand in lines for a lot shorter time. What's nice is that I did some of his filming for him, so I was a little bit kind of his cameraman, but also like we just went, you know, just to hang out and get autographs and meet celebrities and network and meet people. So what I'm going to show you is basically like what I said, what I picked up there. And I'm going to go in order of how we did this. So I drove out there Thursday. We got something to, eat. We hung out, watched two movies. which both ended up being Dwayne Johnson films, and my recommendation. The first one was Faster, and then the second one was Pain and Gain. And that was unintentional, but it just happened to be that way. With the understanding that if we were going to watch more movies, Philip could watch, he could pick whatever he wanted, and then I would watch it. But we were so tired that's never really happened. I think he liked Faster. He seemed to really enjoy Pain and Gain. So, but I'm not sure which one he liked more or not. I think they're both great movies. Faster is one of Dwayne Johnson's best movies, and Pain and Gain is one of Michael Bay's best films. So that was Thursday. So then Friday, we drove into Hollywood and we hit the Funko Hollywood store. And then we went over to Amoeba Records. And these are pretty much, I mean, almost literally like across the street from one another. And so with my we went to, which one was first did we go to? Oh, we went to Amoeba first, and then we went over to the Funko store. So I picked up only no, I picked up so I got I'm sorry, I'm still not fully with it. Um so here is this is the bag here that I got. So this is the Amoeba Record or Amoeba Music. I keep wanting to call them Amoeba Records, but it's Amoeba Music. And they're kind of the Hollywood version of Zia Records that we have out here. So whenever I go into LA and especially into Hollywood, I do like to visit Amoeba Records. I only picked up one movie because I found their system to be kind of confusing. You could find a movie like James Bond would just not be in action, but it could also be in James Bond, but it could also be in drama, but it could also be in thriller. It could also be, depending on the film, I guess, in science fiction. So or even adventure or whatever. So I was having a really hard time, even with the help of some employees there who were very nice to help me to go off of my list to just find films. And I just came by this in a bargain bin. I wasn't even looking for it. And if you guys have followed, my channel, you know that I'm a big Stephen King fan. I'm almost, especially with the early novels, a literalist. I like the films that match the novels as close as possible. I haven't read a lot of Stephen King lately, so any of the new stuff I can't really compare it to, but since they seem to just be remaking old Stephen King films, I could, or yeah, well, I guess yeah, remaking the films or mini series and things, and just in redoing the books, I can refer to those. But if it's something that's brand new, I have a harder time doing that. So I'm a big Pet Cemetery fan. I like the book. I like the original movie a lot. I did enjoy the remake. I did not mind the changes that they made in it because it is a little different. Um, and then I heard that they were going to be making a prequel, which would take, place before the remake. And it's all about the character of Jeb. So in the remake, it was played by John Lithgow. Um, and that's Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. And I know I've picked up some Stephen King films in the past that I like Firestarter, the remake of Firestarter. I said I would never own. I own it. I'm a completist. It's Stephen King. I've read the book. I enjoyed the original movie with like Drew Barrymore. Um, I did not like this remake except for a couple things. I maybe if I rewatch this, but I really don't want to. Um, I really hated this movie. I thought it was awful. The director and I guess other people behind it felt that they should change the lore and make up a lot of their own stuff. So when you're watching it thinking, okay, so this is the story of Jeb that should lead into the remake of Pet Cemetery. It really doesn't. And that really annoyed me. I also get tired of the title Bloodlines. They also did a Hellraiser Bloodlines, and there's just there's too many things with Bloodlines. So they need to get over that. This only cost me, it's kind of an odd price, $4.49. So it wasn't even $5 after tax. It does come with its slip jacket, which I'm happy about, which is also one reason why I got it, because for the same price, uh, they had it without the slip jacket. And I originally grabbed that one, but then I saw the slip jacket and I grabbed that. It does say over 50 minutes of behind the scenes special features based on the terrifying and untold chapter from Stephen King's chilling novel Pet Cemetery. So I don't know if it's a chapter that kind of has like nothing to do with the story or barely has anything to do with the story, then I guess so. I'm happy that I picked this up. I have no problem putting it into the collection because I'll pretty much buy anything that's Stephen King, if I've read it or not. But yeah, I'm very disappointed in this movie. Maybe I just need to watch it again. Maybe I had too high of expectations. So while I was looking for movies, I found this because they do carry Funko Pops, which is one of the reasons why Philip and I went. And he grabbed movies. He didn't grab any Funko Pops. I only grabbed one movie and three Funko Pops. So I found this in the bargain area, and it's $2.99. And I made a joke that to Philip, and he recorded it, so it's on over on his channel, that if She-Hulk, which was also $2.99, is a hate purchase, this is a love purchase for $2.99. And that is almost dropped it, the Humongous, or Lord Humongous, from the Road Warrior, Mad Max. And I thought, oh, this thing looks great. I mean, it looks just like him. I wish it just said Road Warrior up here. Instead, it's Warner Brothers 100, celebrating every story. This is 1468 Funko movies. So, and there's three Mad Max. So back here, it does say the Road Warrior. Mad Max, the Road Warrior back here. Collect them all. And I really like this. I do like that they call him the Humongous, because in the film he is referred to as the Humongous, but also Lord Humongous. So once I saw this and I just kept it in my hand, I was looking around even more, and then I found a different area of Funkos and thought, okay, so now I got to get this because they had all of them. They had all three. These next two are $4.99 each. This one is number 1468. So this is 1470, and it's Wes. Basically, Lord Humongous's right-hand man. And it's hard to see. I mean, it's got its mohawk, but it's dark in there. It's hard to see the red mohawk. So you can kind of see it reflecting. I mean, I can kind of see it right there. But this is another one that looks really good. And I'm very happy that I got it. So, which means that if I have the two villains, then I have to have the hero. And also for $4.99, and this is number 1469. So oh wow, so they did, bag's about to fall. So they did the Humongous 1468 first. Then they did Max. And then they did 1470. Wes. I think that they would have done Max first, but okay. So this would be Max, Mel Gibson from the Road Warrior. So he's got all of his tools and stuff on his leather jacket. This is the film that made me into a huge Mel Gibson fan. And I know the guy is, said and done stuff that a lot of people don't like, but he's a good actor. He's a good director. He's a good producer. Mad Max and Road Warrior are two of the greatest action movies, also like post-apocalyptic films ever. Uh, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome has grown on me a lot. Um, but it's still I still think it's the third. Yeah, so I mean it would go Road Warrior, Mad Max, and then Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. It's still the worst out of them all, but I have come to like it. So, but this looks good too. So I was very happy, to get all three of them. So that was my trip to Amoeba Records. And then we'll put this stuff back in here. So then with this in hand, I went across the street with Philip. And I'm going to add some links down below for Philip with our trip. So you can get the full story because he does, you know, um, live stuff. He records it and edits it and puts it all together. I mean, he's his channel is the whole thing, while I just sit here and talk to a camera. Um, so when we went to Funko, and I'm gonna save the best for last. Oh no, wait. No, I did buy one more. I did buy one more DVD. Yeah, okay. I did buy this. I just didn't put it in the box. Okay, yeah. So I did pick this up too. No, no, I take that back. I have to hold off on this one. I have to hold off on that. Okay. So we went to the Funko store, like I said, and this place is huge. It's massive. It's deep, 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 deep back there. I mean, for me, this was like Disneyland, and I hate Disney and Disneyland and all things Disney. So for me, this was an absolute treasure to go through. There's hallway after hallway, room after room of all these different Funko Pops, and a lot of them are organized. They could be horror, they could be action, they could be TV shows, they could be Disney, they could be Hanna-Barbera, they could be Charlie Brown, they could be science fiction, and you can sit in these kind of giant uh like figures of it could be like Rick and Morty, it could be the land speeder from Star Wars, it could be the Jeep with Malcolm all looking sexy with his with his shirt open, and you could sit in there. They fit a person, and you could just take all these pictures. They also have giant Funko boxes that you could stand in and take a picture of yourself. So I did a few of those. Philip took a couple pictures of me with some of the different giant characters that they have. There's one area that's all DC where you walk in, and up on a stage is all the like the League of Justice is up there. I mean, the place is amazing. If I lived in LA, I would get a job there, and I would probably buy. It would only be one Funko Pop, like a paycheck. It would have to be because I would spend my entire check. Uh, I would love to work there. That's all I got to say. I would love to work there because every holiday that comes up, if it's Halloween or Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever it might be, maybe even New Year's, they change stuff around. So it's constantly changing and evolving. And so I love it. So if you have a chance when you're in LA, go to Hollywood and visit Amoeba Records, but then, after that, go immediately across the street to the Funko shop. I really wish they had one out here because I would get a job out here in Vegas. If they had one, there's the M&M store out here. We got the Lego store. So I'm really surprised that they don't have one out here. The place was packed. People were just buying these things. They had handfuls of them. And I told myself, well, when I went into Amoeba Records, I said, I'm really only going to buy movies. That's my whole thing is movies. And I left with one movie and 3 Funko Pops. So when I went into the Funko store, I said I'm only buying one Funko. And I had no idea what it would be. I ended up leaving with two. And I got an awesome bag. You bet I'm going to keep this. Look at this bag. This bag is huge because they also let me put my stuff from Amoeba Records in it. One of the women that works there saw me walking around with this bag, and and I had it filled up, and I was setting the Funko Pops I was going to buy on top, and she goes, "Oh no, here's like a basket for you because we don't want security watching you." Because I wasn't planning on stealing anything. I just didn't have any place to put it because I was also taking photographs and stuff with my phone. So I had this in one hand and my phone in the other. And so when I went to the register, they let me put everything into this bag and keep the bag. So I mean, I was very happy, and it's a nice thick bag. It's one of my favorite colors too. So I'll show you the first one that I got. This is my favorite science fiction franchise. I love this franchise. It's hit and miss, but I love it. And that is the Alien franchise. And so I picked this up. So it's 731 and it says Alien Xenomorph. This sticker here for Funko Pops always means something. So when I asked Philip, should I get this one, which is, like I said, Xenomorph, and the alien's got this kind of like thin little body down there, if you could see it. Let's see if they, and or do I get the one that says Alien, Alien, and it's a much thicker alien, and it's got the extra set of teeth sticking out of it, but it doesn't have a sticker. So Philip's recommendation, and I obviously agreed with him, is to get the one with a sticker. And one of the employees there told me if it has a sticker, it's a little bit more, but it's not. These were, I want to say $11.99, $12.99. So they were very cheap, which is why I bought two instead of just the one. So I love this. At some point, I'll probably get the other Alien and the one that just says Alien down here to put it next to it. But I love this thing. I think it is so cool looking, especially with all the teeth. And you got the sticker. So, and then the other character is Ripley in spacesuit. So this is meant to be, obviously for the first Alien. And then I got, and this solidified things for me, which meant I am not bringing in my DVD or Blu-ray into the convention. I'm not bringing in my poster, all this stuff for Terrifier. This is what I'm getting signed. Philip even bought one of these, and he doesn't even like the series, but he got the actor who plays Art the Clown, to sign his. I knew this is what I was going to get signed. Once again, very cheap. They had a whole display of Art the Clown, and this is him here. So I got him signed by 3 different people, and there's all the different Art the Clowns there. This is shiny because I got a hard plastic case for this. Now, I took this out on Philip's show, which he was surprised about. I'm going to take it out here to show it to you, and then this thing ain't coming out of the box again. So it even says like Funko Pop on the top there. So take that off, slide it out, but I don't want to touch the signatures at all. So I'll give you guys a closer look. Art has his knife. It says Damien Leone's Terrifier. This is 1590. There's Art the Clown with bike, then Art the Clown with blood all over him, and then Art the Clown with glasses. So the people that I got to sign this are, so this is David Howard Thornton on the front here. So he signed it, you know, um, David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown, and then he did like a little kind of like clown smiley face here. The side is by the director, Damien Leone. So Stay Terrified, Damien Leone, and then it says writer, director, effects. I was only going to get the two signatures on this. That was the plan, was to just get the two. That's it. But there were also a few other people there from the cast. And I wasn't sure where I was at budget wise because these signatures were not cheap. And I was talking to Philip and I said, I don't know. I think I want to get the lead actress from Terrifier 2, the one who's in the costume with the wings. I think I want to get her. It's $40, but in cash. And I don't have $40 in cash. I only have my card. And it's expensive to take out from an ATM. So Philip said, you should do it. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. I'll loan you the $40. Just pay me back. So I did. And because we have these passes, these media passes, these press passes, I was able to just walk right by everybody in the VIP line. And they had to stop and let me right through. And so then I got her, who is Lauren Valvera, sign it for me. And that's right here. So I think if I go to another convention, I wouldn't mind, and let's say if the other actors are there, have them sign it like here or here, get like two more, or get a different Art the Clown and have them sign it. Philip suggested a poster, which I could do too, because I do have an 11 by 17 Terrifier poster that I got at the screening out here. So this is my pride and joy right now. I love the Terrifier movies, and I'm really looking forward to part 3. The person that I'm really happy about actually is the director, Damien Leone. I'm more interested in the director and behind the scenes than instead of in front of. But I am very happy to have all this. All 3 of them were really nice and listened to me as I told them my Terrifier story, which I'll make very quickly here. It premiered out here. I went to see it. Drew Marvick was there as a host. Loved the movie, got the poster because I'd never heard of this movie before. It just had a cool clown poster on it. Then saw Terrifier 2 and fell in love with both films. I love Terrifier 2 more than the first film, actually. And now I'm really looking forward to part 3. I did tell Damien Leone that I was also a fan of one of his first films, Frankenstein versus the Mummy. He really liked that. And then I also own All Hallows Eve, which has the original 2 stories for Art the Clown with a different actor. I also have that too. Philip has an autograph with that actor, with the original actor who played Art the Clown. And on a picture from, I guess it's like it's probably like a grab from the film. And oh my, wow, that would be also amazing to get. So I was very happy with that whole experience. So let's put this back in its box gently, and we'll put the top on it. Um, we also got, and then I'll show the DVDs here. It was kind of cool, is they were also giving out like Fangoria magazine. So got one of those. Um, there's other things here like so this is the booklet that you get that tells when everything is happening. Oh yeah, other people that were there were like Danielle Harris, Scout Taylor Compton, Billy Zane, who I really wanted to get. There was an ET cast reunion. There was also, a Dee Wallace, who was part of the ET cast reunion, Nick Castle and Tom Atkins. I got to have a nice little conversation with Tom Atkins. Very nice man, incredibly nice. We spoke briefly about Night of the Creeps, Terrifier cast. Um, there's Q&As. The Creep IE was promote the sponsors were like Bloody Disgusting, Fangoria, Paramount Pictures, or I think it might be Paramount Plus, Peacock, Masked Republic, and then this tells you all like the vendor tables and stuff. So I'm happy to have this. And then there's Crypt IE Con returns. So this is in January. And then they also have Retro Palm Springs. So they got that going on too. So these guys are all over the place. And then, oh, this is what when David signed my Funko Pop, they handed me this that I was supposed to take with the Funko. Because oddly, Funkos cost more to sign than a poster or a still or something. Philip was telling me because they're just so popular right now to sign that they actually charge more. But I decided to keep this. Philip interviewed an author. These are some of his books here. I don't remember his name, and it's not on here to be honest. But he was a very nice guy. The books look kind of cool. Um, oh, Philip gave me this, which is a Yellowstone cozy. So I can put my beer in that. Sevron was there, and this is their catalog. So I picked up one of those and also got a sticker to go along with it. And it's a book that shows, a lot of their movies that are out there to pick up. And then I got this would be the lanyard. So that's the back. And then you got the front. So I'll be hanging this up in my room. And I think that's all I got. Um, yeah, the Funko Pops, yeah, $12 each. So $24 plus tax. So I paid a total of $26.28. So that's pretty good. I'm going to keep the receipt because it does say Hollywood Boulevard on it. But $12 normally like $11.99 is a standard price for a brand new one. Which you would think something that's brand new would be more expensive, but no, instead they're actually priced very fairly when they first come out. Now, the last thing that I did get, and I only bought this at the convention when my goal was to buy nothing but movies. I ended up buying a lot of different stuff. Um, and it was on sale for $25. I got the vendor down to $20. And then there's some tax because I used a credit card. But I have part one. So this is the Zombie Pack 2. And it's 3 blood splattered zombie classics. You get Burial Ground, Flesh Eater, Zombie Holocaust. I don't own Burial Ground. I already own Flesh Eater as a Blu-ray, and I have Zombie Holocaust as a double disc with Dr. Butcher MD. But because I have part one, which has Zombie 3, Zombie 4, and Zombie 5, I wanted to get this to complete the 2 box sets. I also have Zombie. These are all by Shriek Show, and the other box set is Shriek Show. Zombie 2, which I own, the movie itself does say Zombie, but the box, I guess, for because Blue Underground released Zombie with an E, and then Shriek Show released it as Zombie without the E 2. And so they can all go together. So you have Zombie by itself, and then the box set with um, you know, 3, 4, and 5, and then this will come after it. Because technically in Italy, Dario Argento's version of Dawn of the Dead is known as Zombie without an E. And that's Zombie 1. So let's take a look at these. So it's a good box set. And this is Burial Ground, The Night of Terror. And it's anamorphic widescreen. When the moon turns red, the dead shall rise. And I'm trying to think. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Special features include new uncut anamorphic widescreen transfers, stills, and poster gallery, trailers, talent bios, exclusive interviews. Oh, this is like a book. So let's see. Okay. That's and then after that is Flesh Eater, which is also known as Revenge of the Living Dead. This is Bill Hintzman. It's one of my favorite Night of the Living Dead rip-off sequels, I guess. All the guys did it. Tom Savini, George Russo. They all did their own kind of Night of the Living Dead rip-off remake type of thing. Since nobody made money off of the original because of the copyright issue. This has on it the special features Back to the Woods. Looks like a feature. I can't read the whole thing, but featurette including interviews and stuff like that. Flesh Eater soundtrack and photo gallery. Bill Hintzman's zombie pizza commercial and original trailer. This is Media Blasters. So it's a little card to get additional stuff sent to you. This must be their catalog. Yeah, it's got some different. I'm a big fan of Flesh Eater. I think it gets a bad rap. Okay, and then trying to put these in. And then the last one here is Zombie Holocaust. Are all of these? Yeah, this is, it's Shriek Show, but it's different. Bill Hintzman, the monster from the classic Night of the Living Dead, is back from the grave, this time as the flesh eater. Because it's supposed to be his zombie from the graveyard at the beginning of Night of the Living Dead. And then, like I said, Zombie Holocaust. This is once again anamorphic widescreen. 3 skulls, 10 on the splatter scale. And that's from the gore score, about 2001. Shows you how old this is. And special features on this are new uncut anamorphic widescreen transfer, still and poster gallery, trailers, talent bios, interviews with the special effects artists, scenes from Tales That Will Tear Your Heart Out that were added to the US theatrical version of Dr. Butcher MD. So if you just get this, you still get those scenes for Dr. Butcher MD. I have one that has both movies on it. So in a way, I have this twice and Dr. Butcher MD once. So there you go. And let's see what this is here. This is so it's a little booklet. Oh, there's Dr. Butcher MD right there. I prefer the Dr. Butcher MD version, maybe because it's the first one that I saw. And I had no idea that Zombie Holocaust was a different film. I think I rented it at a different point and thought, oh, okay, it's just somebody just made a movie using all the footage, you know. But no, they're the same movie but different movies. But when you watch them in your 20s, you don't know this type of stuff because the internet's not available. It just looks like they just made 2 movies just using the same footage, a lot of it. So if that makes sense. Okay, then these will go back in here. Okay, so that's everything I got. I kind of got this stuff spaced out a little bit here, so it's kind of hard to do a recap. But we got the zombie box set, we got the Terrifier Funko Pop, we got the Xenomorph Funko Pop, we got the movie Pet Sematary Bloodlines, and then we got the Max, the Humongous, and Wes Funko Pops. So I think that that pretty much covers everything. The cozy, and then some, some like merchandise material type of thing, some promotions and all that. So, all right, everybody, thank you very much for watching this. And there will be more content coming up. I just have to kind of figure out stuff with life, and adulting, as we know, is hard. So, be patient, and I'll get more stuff out there as soon as I can. I kind of a companion piece with this video is going to be a Zia Records video where I bought a nice little stack of movies here that I want to show off. So that will probably be the next one. But then we also have a film discussion coming up that will be within the next few days too. So you'll probably be getting 3 new videos. I think it's going to go this video, maybe film discussion, and then the Zia Records one, because we have to bring the film discussion one out before this month ends. So, because we like to do one a month, but we keep pushing it to like almost the very last day of the month. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you want to make comments on what you saw, please do. If you would like to share, do all that regular good stuff, I would appreciate it. And, you know, please always remember that I don't make any money off of these videos at all. I just do it for the fun of it, which is why I just sit here and talk to you guys. If I knew how to do this better, you'd be getting pictures flashing up and trailers and all that type of stuff. But I just I don't have the time, and I don't really know how to do all that stuff. I know how to do this. So once again, thank you. I'm now kind of rambling, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.